no thoughts, no explanation. We really appreciate it, and thank all of us. Sometimes when we hear something different from what we have learned, we object to it. I think we should open our eyes and ears and listen to something new. I want to thank you, and I appreciate it.
Good evening. Welcome to the Imam organization. We would like to thank you for taking the time to be with us today. This month, we celebrate the birthday of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and his grandson Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam. What better way to mark this event than talking about the humanity of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the civility he sought for the community. Diversity and coexistence through the principles of the Medina Covenants, which are the treaty that formed the basis of multi-religious society in Medina, underlying the importance of integration, peace, and justice. When we think about the days today, how much do we need that?
ربنا لا تجعلنا فتنة للذين كفروا واغفر لنا ربنا إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم لقد كان لكم فيهم أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر ومن يتول فإن الله هو الغني الحميد.
As a brief, I want to remark something, then I will give floor to our guest speaker to take benefit from him. So most of the time we need to leave it to the several. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ya ayyuhan nas, all people. Sometimes says Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, but here says Ya ayyuhan nas, not only believers. Inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha. We've created you as a male, female. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلًا, and families, tribes. Why? لِتَعَارَفُوا, to know each other, to recognize each other. إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ, the most honorable among you is the sight of God, and the most pious of you. This verse in Quran, as other verses in the Holy Quran, concentrate on a really very important point that today we need it. We need to work on it. Imam Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam also says, الناس أعداء ما جهلوا. People are enemies of what they don't know. Sometimes you need to take the step. You need to move forward, to introduce yourself, introduce what you have in your mind. So that will not only protect you, but also will bring the peace and bring the security to the community in large, irrespective of the ethnicity or religion or whatever. We need to stop this. And I think we are capable, and there is an opportunity to work together as a Muslim and non-Muslim as well to stop that. Ethnicities, that's fine. Our grandfather is Adam alayhi salam. It was the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and they brought a letter from their bishop in Najran. And Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he wrote a letter, and that letter was a covenant, was an agreement, type of agreement. Very fast, I'd like to read some of it. Says, Min Muhammad al-Nabi, from Prophet Muhammad to Lil-Asqaf Abil Harith. His name was Abil Harith. The Asqaf means bishop. وأساقفة نجران وكهنتهم, and priests, ورهبانيتهم وأهل منعهم, and so on. So وكل ما تحت أيديهم من قليل أو كثير.
And I want to thank also the media that's with us today and helping us with this program. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here. And to continue with the program, our guest, Professor John Morrow, was born in Canada. He received his PhD from the University of Toronto, where he studied Hispanic, Native American, is that correct to say Native American? Native and Islamic studies. For 2 decades, he taught at 6 universities and colleges and has a research fellow at the University of Chicago, Purdue, and Harvard. He has received several awards and recognitions, including a certificate of special congressional recognition from the U.S. House of Representatives in 2017. He has authored numerous books and articles, including The Covenants of the Prophet Muhammad with the Christians of the World, which has been translated into Spanish, Italian, Arabic, and Indonesian. Lectures around the world, works as an analyst, and acts as a religious and political advisor to the world. I strongly recommend you take a look at his website. It includes a lot of great information and good lessons to learn. Please, without further ado, please help me welcome Professor John Morrow. بعد الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
In the name of Allah, the Creator, the Just and the Compassionate, praise be to Allah, the Loving and the Gentle. May the peace and blessings of Almighty Allah, glorified and exalted be He, be upon the father of Fatima, Muhammad, the son of Amina and Abdullah, and upon his purified progeny, the people of the house of prophecy. As there is no thanking Allah without thanking people, I would like to thank everyone at Imam for inviting me to address you on this sublime occasion, honoring the birth of the most noble messenger, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, with special gratitude to our respected scholar, Sayyid Muhammad Baqir Kashmiri, and all of the ulama who are here with us today. As Almighty Allah, the most merciful, proclaims in the glorious Quran, we have indeed in the messenger of God a beautiful pattern of conduct for anyone who hopes, whose hope is in God and the final day, and who engages much in the praise of God. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. The Arabic word uswa means pattern. It refers to a role model worth imitating and emulating. It refers to a person from whom one takes an example. Such a person is an exemplar. Clearly, no person deserves to be emulated more than Muhammad, the praiseworthy. The problem, however, is that we have tended to focus on Muhammad, the microcosm, as opposed to Muhammad, the macrocosm. We have imitated him in the minutiae, small and minor details, even trivialities, while ignoring the essentials, namely the most important factors. We seem to have forgotten the bigger picture. So what better time to re-examine the birth of Islam than on the birth of its messenger? Perhaps we can gain some insight on the methodology of Muhammad, salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Dealing with other human beings, which is how we should see one another first and foremost. We have plenty of people like the one who raised this objection in the Muslim community. But they're Sunnis, but they're Christians, but they're Jews, but they're secular. But they are human beings. That is all that needs to be said.
We've had a really good blueprint of what the Prophet tried to do in regard to humanity, civility, and all of the other attempts to create that spiritual society and through spirituality and ethics. So right now is really a good time, if you will, to ask any questions.
You know, as Islamic religion meet with other religion in a number of values and principles. And the most important one is we all agree in the existence of one and absolute God. And we all fight the tyranny and oppressor and injustice. And we all also share a good family values. Do we have a common place in which we can work together to produce and form a strong and unbreakable society? Society has no problems such as domestic violence or substance abuse or sex traffic or divorce problems? And thank you.
Vague answer. Because the Jews is a collective word in that verse. لَتَجِدَنَّ أَشَدَّ النَّاسِ عَدَاوَةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنوا.
There are good Jews,
Excuse me.
and there are bad Jews, there are good Muslims.
Well, it doesn't say
there are
that.
bad Muslims.
It doesn't say that. It said
No,
the Jews.
You know, the Quran also says, no fear shall be upon them, nor shall they grieve. And there's all kinds of positive things referring to Jewish people in Ahl al-Kitab in the Quran. So with all due respect, I think you're taking a verse out of context.
But the Quran
generalizing it.
made him worse than the bacon's one.
As Dr. said, we have to read Quran and take it subjectively, not collectively, from A to Z. Then, based on the subject, we get the result and conclusion. Now, as an example, وَلَن تَرْضَى عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَلَا النَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُم. None of them, neither Jewish or Christian, they will not accept you unless you follow them. حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُم. While other ayah in Quran also says, وَلَتَجِدَنَّ أَقْرَبَهُمْ مَوَدَّةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الَّذِينَ قالوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ مِنْهُمْ قِسِّيسِينَ وَرُهْبَانًا وَأَنَّهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. So if you take a full picture, I'm very sure you will have different results.
I would like to get a copy of it, and I think maybe imams can make a copy of it, make it available to all of us.